Hello and welcome back to the garden. It's been quite a while since I put up a video. I lost my mom, and so I've been dealing with that. It's a horrible thing, but it's part of life, and I'm doing my best to move forward. But that's kind of why I haven't put up a video in a while. I've been dealing with my own emotions. But it's the first of the year. It's March 2nd, and it's time to move on. She would say, get off your duff and do something. So I decided to come out in the garden and do a little work today. And I'm going to turn you around and show you what I've been up to. Okay, so here, if you see back there, well, we'll walk over there. Watch out, bud. Okay, if you see right there where I have all the cardboard, I had, during the coldest part of winter, I had came back here and started killing the grass back in the fence area. Over there, I still haven't cleaned out the third chicken run, but hopefully I can get to that this weekend. But I decided to turn this whole area, just kill all the grass in it. So where the brown is there, that will probably still be the walkway. But last year I noticed I was having way too much trouble keeping the grass out of the garden bed. So I'm just going to kill it all. And where the cardboard is, I need to put some more soil. But I got tired, and so that's where I stopped today. If you come out this way, it's all the way to our banana circle. Now here, that died. I laid some brown carpet there. Well, that carpet that's right there, I had it laying there since early winter. And so I need to keep coming with the cardboard and finish that bed off. Right here where this tree is, well, it's not a tree, it's a vine, a jasmine vine. I need to get down there and clean that out, but that'll only take maybe that'll only take maybe 5 minutes, and then I'll finish that bed off. Now, where I put all this tarp and different things, really there's mainly weeds. The grass hasn't fully came back. You see, if we look over there, you're mainly looking at weeds. So it shouldn't take me long to get all of this under control and get it covered. There's our girls. Well, we have tons of girls now. Those 4 white ones there, those are the first ones that I hatched out myself. And they're looking pretty good. I really think they're cute with their little afros on top of their heads. And that's Miss Mama right there. She's one of my oldest hens. She still lays every now and then, but not often. She's really just living her best life, I guess you would say. But if we come over, if we look in here, those are all my new babies. Well, some of them aren't there, but those black ones are, I'm on oxalops. I can't really say that word, but that's what they are. They're black oxalops. And the little brown or goldish one, that's, let me see if I can get in good so you can see her. Come here, honey. Come here, honey. Well, it's 2 of them. I have 4 of them. Let me see if I move that. There she is. Those are buff Orpingtons. I bought 4 of those. And that's another one of my old hens there. But hopefully, I have about 30 birds now. And I'm trying to enlarge my hens for egg production. And I have one of those black ones should be a rooster. I can't tell, it's not showing much signs. That one on the walkway there is big, so it may be a rooster. I gotta just wait till they get a little bit older. But I'm hoping to mate them, and then let me go back over here. And then see, that rooster there is one that I hatched out. And I have another one, but he beats him up so bad that I'm not sure if he's gonna be brave enough to make babies. This pen was going to be for the dog. I think I put that in a video before, but he does not like to be caged in, and I'm not going to keep fighting him on it. I'm going to turn this into another fruit cage, and in this one I think I'm going to predominantly grow grapevines across the top, maybe 2 different types, and then maybe some kind of blackberries or blueberries or something down along the bottom. But like I said, I haven't been doing anything, and it's getting full of weeds, so I need to get out here and clean that up. Here I put a bed, and during the coldest part of the winter, well, going into the coldest part of the winter, I had soybeans growing here and there, just to kind of enrich the soil, I was thinking, and get it started with something growing in it. So I have to get back here and clean this up and get it planted. And then right back there where you see all that wood, that's my old bed that I used to grow tomatoes on. I need to clean it out and throw all that wood on the trash pile and get it ready. But then this side of the garden will be done. And that area back there where those trees are, most of it died back. That's mainly just, I think that's some kind of hedge from years ago when Daddy had a hedge back here. And so I'm going to do my best to bring out my pole and cut all that out, and then cut as much of the top away as I can. I may be able to do a lot of it without having to pay somebody. That's my hope anyway. Now this part of the garden I haven't done much with. Those are the last remnants of some red mustards that need to come out. There's a few borage plants that are sprouting up everywhere, and I'm just going to leave them where they are. This Rose of Sharon is starting to bud. I need to cut it back some, maybe cut it back to here, so it's all even like the other one. Inside this cage, I have a few strawberry plants that survived the winter, and I'll probably, I think in a video before I talked about making this whole area strawberries down at the bottom, so I'll probably order some more. But we've been getting quite a few warm spells, and so they're starting to flower. There's a little berry. And then here is my blackberries. These are Navajos, I believe. They haven't started resprouting. That's the old foliage. But I'm hoping when they start resprouting, I'll get a few berries off of it this year to be able to taste them. And then there's nothing really over here, but there's another berry bush that it's smaller than the other one, and it was bought first, I believe. I think I purchased this one first, but I think the roots from these trees are interfering with it. So I'm going to put some extra love on it in a couple of days. You see, because these onion, I'm going to show you some more onion I have, but these onions have been in the ground, all of them, and these are stunted. They are alive, but they are not growing. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I'm not going to dig them up. I want to see if I can fix the problem first. And then here, my sorrel plant is coming back. It is looking pretty good. This year, I need to find a way so that when the heat of the summer comes, maybe I can protect it a little better, because it's it almost dies all the way back in summer, and then again when it gets extremely cold in winter. So I need to find a way to protect it better. Our last cold snap really took a toll on these sweet peas. They are starting to rebound. They're flowering again, but as you can see, the bush looks pretty rough. I fed it once, and I'm going to try to feed it again in a few days and see if that's doing any good for it, because all of my sweet pea plants, except for one planting, the cold snap really did a number on them. It almost killed them all. My orange tree is starting to put on flowers. Let's see if I can get close enough to one without getting stuck, because it's a thorny little thing. You see? And then if we look over here, you can see there's quite a bit of them. I did get one orange earlier in the winter that I noticed, but a squirrel or something got it. I looked down below and I couldn't find it, so I don't think it fell off. I think something pulled it off. But I am so grateful that it is starting to flower, because eventually I might be able to get enough oranges to make me some orange juice. Oh, and I wanted to show you my mulberry trees are starting to flower. Let's see if I can get you where you can see that. They're starting to flower, so in a few weeks I'll have mulberries to pick. The first picking are always better. Not always. The first picking, I get the largest harvest, because about April, I don't know if they're crows or magpies, but they are these huge big black birds. They fly through this area, and they really eat all my berries. So I'm going to do my best to stay on top of getting berries off of these trees this the first picking. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I had to really cut this fig tree back a lot to get the cage from off of it. But it is starting to flower. See there? And I probably won't get as many figs off of it as I would like. But because it's going to be busy putting on new growth. But I should get some, I believe. And then here, I noticed, see if you look right here, the fig tree was starting to grow across here. All across here. And so I dug most of that out. I'm hoping that that doesn't cause a big problem. But I had to dig it up because it was such a big, see, it's such a big root, and it's poking so far out of the soil. I was tripping over it every now and then, and I didn't want to fall, so I cut it back. So hopefully that didn't cause it too much harm. And here is some turmeric. I was able to, I've been wanting turmeric for so long, and I was able to get I think 4 pieces. Only 3 have come up. I started them out in the house, and they've been outside now for maybe 3 or 4 days. And so I'm just trying to get it used to being outside, and then I'm going to plant it. I think I'm going to plant it in one of these beds here. I think I have one bed left, one or two beds left. I gotta see. And if I do, I'll plant it in there. But hopefully I'll get some turmeric this year. I'm trying my best to get more root vegetables and seasonings and things like that that will help me cook better, because I'm trying not to. I'm hoping this year that I will not have to go to the grocery store for anything other than cleaning supplies. This is another new planting that I started in the house, and it's chamomile. Today I put it out and I sprinkled more seeds all the way around it. This was in one of those small brown pots, and so this will be my first time growing chamomile. But if it does well, I'm hoping to get a lot of seeds from it and then make a really large patch, because I'm also trying to grow my own teas and things like that. In this bed, these are all in this bed, and all the other beds that I have like this one, these are all russet potatoes. And so they're doing really well. Gosh, I can't remember the name of the channel, but I saw a guy use, I think it's goat pellets or horse pellets. I gotta look at the thing. But anyway, let me see. I know I'm rambling, but see, that's what this is. The rustic garden, that's what I saw it on, the rustic garden. And so I bought some, I think it's horse food, but it's supposed to be high in nitrogen and phosphorus and a lot of other things. And so I'm trying it because I've been really struggling with keeping the right nutrition, and I'm also trying to save money, not just buy fertilizers, but use other things. Here is a patch of my garlic, and you can see it's not really yellow, but that's where the cold attempted, I should say, to burn the leaves. It got pretty cold here for, I think it was 3 days. We didn't get ice, but it was just cold, and so you can see it on some of the plants. Now all of these pots I had indoors, and so they are just getting out into the garden, but they are alive. They look rough, but they are alive, which I don't know if this is alive. It may be. And these are some lilies, and I forgot what this plant is, but Mama bought this plant years ago, and I just put it outside 2 days ago, and that's why it's yellowing. It's not used to being outside, but it'll bounce back because it's pretty warm now here. I don't know if it's going to stay warm, but I think it will. And here's some more onion. I have Texas onion. This is a red type of onion. Let me see if I can get close enough so you can see. See right here? It's red. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to like it. Get rid of these sticks. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I just thought it was pretty, and I wanted to attempt to grow it. And then in this bed I have some more potatoes. The potatoes are doing really good, and I put a few flowering plants. I'm just starting to grow more flowering plants because I think that's some of my problem as far as getting things to Um, I think that's some of my problem, getting bees in the yard. A lot of the flowering plants that I had have died and I need to replace them. So I'm slowly doing that. This year I'm sowing a lot of flowering plants like zinnias and things. In these um, bags, this is a ginger. It hasn't come up yet. And potato, and that's ginger. And this is clippings from my fig tree. I take clippings every year, and these two are doing really well. These are still alive, but they haven't branched out yet, so fingers crossed on that. These are some carrots that I'm growing. I think they're chantilly carrots, but I'm not sure on that. In these pots, so you can see they are starting to sprout, some of them. I dug up, this is chipling peppers. I had two around the house, around the chicken coop, and they had branched out and made a lot of babies. Well, not a lot, but 4 babies, and so I dug them up and put them in pots. In those 2 pots there, I have some mulberry cuttings, and they are all looking pretty good. Here are 2, there's one and there's one papaya trees that I had in the house, and I brought them out about 2 or 3 days ago also. But as you can see, they are starting to grow. So far, my problem with the papaya has been, it takes about 9 months for them to make fruit, and I hadn't been starting them early enough. So I took 2 from what I had last year, and hopefully they will give me some fruit this year. In these pots here, these are some hollyhocks, and all this was indoors, so it's all looking just a little rough right now, but I think it's all going to snap back. These are some bubbing bulb flowers. If I remember, I'll put the name of them. I just put flower bulbs, and I know what they are. Well, let me say, I have them written down, but right now I don't know what they are just by looking at them. But they're all doing pretty good. Now those are irises right here, and this is anime, I think is how you pronounce it, but they're not doing too good. So I put a lot of bulbs in there, and they're not coming up, so I'm not really sure if, I've never grown them before, so I don't know if that's it or if that's something that then just ended up in the pot. I'm going to have to wait a little while on that. And then here are some more onions. They're doing a little bit better. I need to get down in here and clean all these beds out because I have a lot of weeds starting to pop up. Now these 2 pepper plants overwintered, but you can see since I brought them outside, the sun has not been kind to them, but they are trying to put on a little flower there. So I think they'll be okay. And this kale, these 2 kale plants have been here since last year. I'm just leaving them and trying to keep them alive because I'm hoping they'll give me some seeds this year. I don't know how long it takes for dinosaur kale to make seeds, but I think if I keep them alive long enough, they should give me some after a while. So when they do, I'll show them to you. See, and I'm just filling up these 2 beds. So this is where I will probably, well, I'm not going to say yet because I'm not sure. But these are 2 empty beds. Here's some more onion. This is my elephant garlic. You can see here where the coal kind of got on it, but they're still strong, so hopefully I'll get some elephant garlic from those. Here's some walking Jew onion. I lost a lot of my patches of onions, so I'm hoping this one does well and gives me seeds. These are some more elephant garlic. They're not growing as big yet, but hopefully it may be the container. But there's just 2 of them in there, and there's 3 in this one, so hopefully they'll do well. In this bed I put sweet potato. I had saved the sweet potato vine, and it's not looking very good now, but maybe it'll snap back. See, here's one that's a little green, but it could be, I'm seeing a lot of these roly-polies in this bed, so it might have was hotter than I thought it was. Here's some more potatoes coming up, and there's potatoes in the one back there, but they're not coming up yet. I think these 3 beds might be just a little bit hotter than those other 2. And this is the Rose of Sharon I was telling you about. I cut it pretty short, so it's a little bit shorter than me, but it's also starting to bud, so that's a good thing. Down here, I done forgot what kind of flower these are, but they are flowers. This right here is a weed, but these are some flowers, and I think these are zinnias. I just took a handful of seeds and sprinkled them down there, and here I've begun digging up those cannas. See, all along that fence, the cannas had really came out far, and I grow them there. I grow them there to keep the chickens hidden when they're in this coop, because they don't like the roadside, the noise from the road. But my battery is going out, so I'm going to stop this for right now, and I'll be back later once I get it charged.